Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Carla. And normally we think that Christmas and the holidays are the most cheerful and joyful and wonderful time of the year. But what if I told you that sometimes there is a lot of drama that surrounds these holidays? So today I bring you guys some really messy TikToks about Christmas drama. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
I want to know what you would do if you were in my position. Okay, so a little backstory. My grandmother, she passed away in July. I've made other videos about this. I was very close with her. I was one of the only people that she was close to because all of the other family members, all of her 6 kids and all of their kids or grandkids, all abandoned her, shunned her, didn't want anything to do with her. We're not even going to get into those theories of why, what. Just know this, all of her 6 kids, all of them drug addicts or alcoholics or wife beaters or child beaters, all of them, including my mother. The months leading up to her death, my younger sister, who have always been extremely close with, my best friend in the entire world, like that person that just gets you, yeah, me and her all the way, so she asked me, should she start up a relationship with our grandma again? I have been having a relationship with my grandma for years, but she wanted to know, should she? I told her, yes, give her a call. She would love that. She's so lonely. She has nobody but me. Please call her. So she does. When my little sister called, she's 24, my grandmother hadn't heard from me in about a week. Now, my grandma's high maintenance. She wants you to call her every day, baby. She's old and old-fashioned. So when she picked up the phone, she hadn't talked to my sister in years. She didn't know it was her. She thought it was me. So when she answered the phone, she's like, why haven't you called me? I could have been dead. Because that's just how she is. And my little sister was like, it's me. It's not her. So whatever, they talk. My sister calls me and she goes, she's evil. I want nothing to do with her. Just her tone. I can just tell I sense a deep evil within her. I don't want anything to do with her. I said, you took it personally. She thought it was me. Even though she thought it was you, it's still wrong. She just got an evil energy. So she made the conscious decision not to speak with my grandmother anymore. Now, my grandmother, like I said, passed away in July. She left everything to me. My sister, the day that my grandmother died, was asking questions about her will. I'm going to have to make a part 2.
Oh, brother. So this one was, wow, we started off strong. Okay, first of all, I just want to go ahead and point out that this woman, like the one that's telling the story, she is leaving it really clear that she does talk to her grandma, visits her grandma, and everything to her grandma. And this other person, now I don't know if, I'm not going to justify the grandma or anything like that. Everyone has their attitude. Everyone has their way of being and everything, right? I have a grandma. Do I talk to her every day? Absolutely not. Do I visit her every day? Absolutely not. She lives 3 hours away, okay? She lives in a different town, okay? That's all I have to say. Now, would I be upset if she died and then she leaves everything to my aunts and my cousins that actually do talk to her every day and see her every day? Absolutely not. Why? Because I am not entitled to anything. If my grandma wants to leave something to me just because it came from her heart to leave me anything, then that's absolutely fine. This person, the little sister, has so much entitlement, and I don't even know where she's coming from. Why would you expect anything from your grandma if you're saying that she's evil and you don't even talk to her? So I'm gonna go ahead and find part 2, and we'll see. We'll see how this all evolves. All right, so I was able to find part 2. It's actually kind of weird, but we're gonna watch everything that I found together. Okay.
Do I split my inheritance with my sister or not? So the night my grandmother dies, my sister is asking, what's in the will? And I was destroyed that we were even having that conversation. Now, my sister is an amazing person, right? She is so smart. She is hilarious. She has great music taste. But just like everybody else, she is not perfect. She's a bit self-centered and can be really manipulative. And she tried to gaslight me that night. So I call her and I'm like, are you really asking about Gammy's will while she's dead in her bed right now? She's not even cold yet, and you're already asking about money? And she said, Elena, you lied to me. You told me that there was no will. I said, yes, Rose. I did lie because that's what Gammy wanted. And again, yes, I felt guilty about lying to my sister about the will, but I knew it was a point of contention. It was better to just pretend it didn't exist. Also, my grandmother died suddenly. She didn't have any health problems. She had a random heart attack. I thought it wouldn't even be an issue for another at least 10, 15 years. So she says, it's your fault that I don't have a relationship with her. Excuse me? She said, that night that I told you I thought she was evil, you told me, yeah, I wouldn't want to talk to her either, which I didn't say. And even if I did, I didn't, but even if I did, that's not telling you not to have a relationship with her. Maybe I was just empathizing with you. So she's trying to gaslight me. She's trying to convince me that I said something that I didn't say. And she's really good at that. So I'm starting to question myself. I'm like, did I do that? Did I say that? Like, am I losing my mind? Like I said, I've never confronted her about her manipulative ways, right? But I did, finally, for the first time in my life. I said, Rose, you may be able to manipulate everybody else and make them feel like they're crazy, but you're not gonna do it to me. I know what I said. If you wanted a relationship with her, that was on you. She called me a cunt and said she's never speaking to me again. It's been like that since July.
Oh my gosh, this is messy, messy, messy. Okay, so with what we just learned in part 2, I'm gonna go ahead and say that her sister is really selfish. So the grandma doesn't matter. What matters is the will and everything that is in the will. So this person doesn't care about her grandma. She doesn't care her grandma passed away. She doesn't care that she didn't have a relationship with her grandma. No. She's mad because she didn't get anything. Now, based on what she said, I'm gonna go ahead and say I would do the same thing. Like, I would not tell anyone I had a will, and I would just see who really cares about me without there being any transaction. Does that make any sense? Like, I don't think that it's okay that she's mad that she didn't get anything because she didn't have a relationship with her grandma. She chose not to have a relationship with her grandma based on what this person is telling. Now, I know that there are 3 sides to every story, part A, part B, and the truth. It's messy, it's horrible. I just think that the worst thing in the world is people fighting over estates, wills, and things, and not even caring about the person leaving the things. It is gross. It is disgusting, and you should be embarrassed to even be thinking about a will that obviously you have no right to, because you did not talk to your grandma. You didn't have a relationship with your grandma. Seriously, I am if this was my position, I do talk to my grandma every now and then. I don't visit her as much because I am 3 hours away from her. And she has grandchildren that talk to her every day. Her kids talk to her every day. And grandchildren that go and see her anytime they can. And seriously, if my grandma were to die and then leave everything to everyone else except for me, I would not be mad. First of all, I would not be fighting for any of my grandma's things, because you leave them to the people you want and there should be no issue. Seriously, I feel like this person feels entitled to something that it was never yours. But there is a little more to this story, so let's go ahead and watch.
Do I split my inheritance with my sister? I was super confused on what to do for a few months. Really, this happened in July. After I posted those videos and the amount of responses that I got, people were like, no, don't do it. Like 90%. There were some people that were like, money isn't worth losing your family. But I think for me, if the tables were turned and my sister received an inheritance from a family member that I had nothing to do with, I would never hold it against her or demand that she give me half of it. You know,
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you can't feel entitled to something that was never yours because you didn't have that relationship. So I mean, I'm no expert on this, but I just know for a fact that if you weren't there when they really needed you, and you were, you know, you didn't talk to them, you didn't visit them, you know, they weren't your priority, then I don't see why the will, or I don't see why grandma should have left you in the will. I don't know. I'm talking like it's my grandma, but I don't know what would make you entitled to something that doesn't belong to you. Like, seriously, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this in this video, but if you do not have anything to do with a family member, you don't really talk to them, you don't really see them, they're not your priority is what I'm trying to like dig at. If they're not your priority, then why would they leave you anything? I'm not even kidding. Like, I think it's so stupid. First of all, disclaimer, I don't want anyone to be like, oh my God, you're being so harsh to this woman, and you don't even know her. I'm not being harsh. I'm just trying to let you guys know that this thinking is very stupid. It's stupid because why would you be a priority to someone that they were not a priority for you? You didn't take the time out of your life to actually go talk to them, to see if they're okay, to see if they need anything. So I feel like it's really stupid thinking. I'm not saying that Rose is stupid. I'm just saying that her thinking and her logic at this time is really stupid. Because why? Seriously, why would you think that you're entitled to anything if you didn't put your grandma as a priority? But okay, moving along.
You're mad. I know you're mad.
I would never expect her to give me half of it. And I think that's the difference between her and me. One of my main concerns is that if I give her half of the inheritance, for one, she'll still never speak to me again. Or for two, I'm buying her. Like, I'm buying her love. For those asking how much is the inheritance, I'm not going to say that. All I will say is this. I inherited her home and her car. That's it. Her home was built in the 50s and wasn't really updated at all. Her car from 2007. It's not like I'm coming into $1 million fortune. Like, it's not like that. It sucks that me and my sister don't have a relationship because of this situation. Like, it really sucks. She was my best friend my entire life. So I lost 2 people with 1 death. Maybe in the future, if there's some like business endeavor or something that I can help her with, I will definitely do that. But I'm not just gonna outright hand her cash. She's young, she still lives with my dad. At that age, I would have blown it all in 6 months. So I don't wanna do that, but I will help her if she ever comes to me and apologizes.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. Like, Rose shouldn't be greedy, and I feel like where Elena is coming from is like from respect and love. You know, she is using her head to be really reasonable about what's going on, and I feel like she's in the right. I mean, if her grandma left everything to her, and because she was the one that was there, and she, you know, I bet she's grateful for what she got, and it's great that, you know, she was able to be with her grandma in like the last weeks of her life, or, you know, those last years of her life. I feel like Elena is right on what she's saying, and it's good to see that she holds no grudge towards her sister. So she is, you know, she really does want that relationship to work out again. And obviously she's being really reasonable, because it's, like I said, it's true. Like, if Rose didn't have her grandma as a priority and Elena did, and her grandma was grateful and left everything to her because she was grateful that she was there when no one else was, I don't see why Rose should be mad. If anything, like, I will say this again. I don't see my grandma as often. I don't talk to my grandma as often. So if my sister got the whole will for herself because she was always there, because she always helped my grandma, because she always talked to my grandma, because she always visited my grandma and put my grandma as a priority, I would not be like, oh my God, half of it is mine. No, because I wasn't there. If family members want to leave whatever to any other family members, friends, like I know of people that have died and left everything to like charity, you know, and the family is like all upset because, oh my God, why didn't, but it's their, at the end of the day, it's their shit. And they can do with their stuff whatever the fuck they want. All right, so there's one last video of this whole drama. I'm starting to see that it's not Christmas drama, but it doesn't matter because it's still drama and it's really interesting. So let's go ahead and watch the last video.
I do have a bit of an update, actually. Someone on my last video said if I keep talking negatively about my grandmother's house that I would never get it sold. I sold it on Friday. Honestly, though, it is very bittersweet. Obviously, that was my grandma's house. Like, I've spent summers there, weekends there. It's a very sentimental place, and I hated selling it, but it is what it is. The person that I sold it to was a genuinely kind person. He deserves a good place to live as well. I'm not sure if any of my family has found out that I've sold the house. I haven't told anybody, not even my mom yet. So I expect, though, that when they do find out the house is sold, they will probably not be happy. But I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay, so that was the last video I was able to find of this whole situation, and I think she did great on selling the house. Now, a lot of you are gonna be like, no, she should have never sold the house. Why'd she sell this house? It was her grandma's house. She left it to her. Look, I would have done the exact same thing. I would have sold the house, even though it broke my heart, even though I would be like, oh my God, you know, it was my grandma's and that's the only thing I have left of my grandma. I mean, she does have a car, but look, I think it was the best thing to do because otherwise this house was going to give her so many headaches because, I mean, look, I don't know how entitled her family is, but I have seen some shit go down and people start coming into the house, start removing things from the house, start going into the house without permission just because it was my grandma's and stuff like that. And then they involve lawyers and then they try, you know, it just gets really, really, really messy. Okay, super messy. So I feel like this was the smartest thing to do, just to like sell the house and then the money just, there's no way for them to sue you or grab your money or anything like that because, you know, so I think she did great. And I just feel like the family, or more like her sister, should be ashamed because of the entitlement. And her family, I swear, they should just leave her the fuck alone and just continue with their lives. Because at the end of the day, it's just money and it just wasn't for you. You should have visited your mom or your grandma when she was alive, and you shouldn't have said she was evil. So there's that.
Now look here, you bald mouth hoe. Oh, you wasn't worried about my mouth being bald last night, huh? Now why would you say that in front of my family? Well, you look at it and tell them how you need Viagra to get it up, and even then it still be limp. Now see, you didn't have to go there. Both of y'all need to sit your ass down somewhere, all that foolishness.
Yes, I would totally be the same way on Christmas if people were just like over there fighting. I mean, I feel like people, like, although they do have a nice time on Christmas and everything, I feel like people do fight because it's normally when the whole family is together, and there's always shit that just, you know, comes out. And it's hard, but isn't it so fun when you're just the one watching? All right, so Dad's reaction to Mom's Christmas shopping haul. Let's see.
And I'm gonna head out Christmas shopping.
Minimal. We're not gonna go stupid like last year.
My business did really well this year.
You could be lying here now. Don't go crazy. If you get a deal on something, like say something's normally $50, you get it for $25. That doesn't mean you have to buy another gift for $25. That's what you say.
That's not how it works.
It does work like that. You see something you like and you buy it. That's not Christmas shopping.
Well,
that's Tish shopping.
Well, you can still shop for me.
What?
My birthday.
Oh,
He's so mad.
55.
The said hot shit.
What?
I'm younger than you.
Did you say hot shit?
Yeah, I'm a hot shit.
55-year-old
Yeah.
hot shit.
I
Yeah.
said hush it.
Oh, I'm messing with you.
Look, honestly, he is freaking out, and I'm not gonna say he's wrong here. He knows her. He knows her so well that he's just like, you better not do this, you better not do that. Let's continue watching. Oh,
Dude. Seriously?
oh my god.
I didn't
Fuck
really
is
get
all this?
I didn't get that much.
What do you consider much?
It really isn't.
I feel like this is me telling my husband I didn't get
Our
much.
kids have jobs.
I didn't buy so many things.
goddamn toys.
At least we're not doing Christmas without.
He's so pissed.
Good. He never got his frickin' eaves troughs. Go.
He's putting his
Eaves
Christmas-
trough done.
Christmas
You
lights-
ever gonna shut up about those eavesdrops? You buy all these toys for the dogs, and then Rain still just chooses the
Yeah,
shoe.
that's
Favorite thing for River.
just normal dog behavior.
for dinner.
I'll make a turkey sandwich.
Come on, I want to go get something to eat.
Alright.
Oh wow, Dad, you're watching Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Very festive.
Yeah. See all the lights? We get a big celebration. This is actually based on a true story, I believe.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say he is the one that pays for Christmas presents every year, and that is why he is freaking the fuck out. It's funny, but at the same time, I feel like so called out right now because my husband is the same way. He's like, please don't waste money on stupid shit, and then I'll go out with my girl math and be like, oh my god, it was on clearance. It was like I didn't buy that many things. It was just a little bit, but look, it was practically free because I'm gonna use it these many times. Yeah, my husband says that economy doesn't work that way, and I don't know what he's talking about.
There's a problem. Everyone in my family loves me this year. Like every single one. That's boring. I need some commotion. I need some tension. I love it, you know? It makes it worth it. Because then when we all sit at the dinner table, me and my sister staring across the table from each other, and it's just like, and then my brother is like directly right there, and he's like, and we're all ready to just pull out our phones with facts.
Oh, that's me.
3 years ago at 2 p.m., you called me a whore. Fuck you. And you set me up. You completely set me up that day in New York City.
Oh my gosh, this hit right at home. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, yes, but no. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, that is why I'm not gonna spend Christmas with my family, because that is the song that would pop into my head. The ding ding. I'm gonna let God take care of that, because if I take care of it, I'm going to jail. Latinos on Christmas Eve.
If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it.
You implied that.
I said what I said.
Okay, well, what you
Okay.
said was some bull.
But
That's
you don't
what
like
it
it.
is.
You don't like it.
I sure
okay?
damn don't like it.
Well, then what you want me to do? Okay, you don't
no.
like it. You
That's me right there. That's me right there. Our Christmas problems at Christmas. I reapplied for medical school 4 years in a row. Walker, 6'6". Private school kid. Dating Jake. Who's Jake? Oh, Jake.
You'll find your fortune
Steroids.
all over town.
Homeschooled. Okay. Art major. Yeah. Fat dump truck. What? Wear sunglasses indoors.
Sunshine and ravioli.
Camera shy. Yeah, you can tell. Makes TikToks. That was funny. That was cute. That was so cute.
All right, Thanksgiving is more or less over. And here's the tally for my grandmother, how many people were super sick or died this year. Watch my last two videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. Only two people. One person was horribly sick and one person had died. That's a pretty low number for this year. I don't know if it's a good thing or if it means that all of her friends have already died. I'm not sure which. I mean, her fridge in her garage is just covered of pictures of in loving memory of, and then someone's face. So I think it's the latter, but you know, who knows? The other thing was I got a new tattoo, which was this one. I assumed she was going to freak out because she hates when I get tattoos. But I think since I already had a tattoo on this arm, she didn't like register it as a new tattoo. She was just like, oh, he has tattoos on his forearm. And I was certainly not going to be like, hey, Meemaw, you want to see my new tattoo? Because she really does hate them. So, but yeah. So, 2 and no recognition of the tattoo. It was kind of a slow Thanksgiving.
Okay, that was not a Christmas drama thingy, but I loved it. I feel like no grandma likes tattoos. No grandma. Like, I remember when my grandma saw my tattoos, she was like, oh my God, you look like a whiteboard. Gay couples mother / Christmas drama.
We need your help. We've been married for 41 years. It's Christmas time. Dwayne's 91-year-old mother just handed us a lovely Christmas card, and I'd like to show it to you right now. Cheers to a wonderful hairdresser. Neither one of us are hairdressers. And she's sort of making like this ironic gay stereotype joke, like, hairdressers, florists. Yeah. Or is she losing her mind? So we're going to go show this card to her now.
Okay.
Oh my God, they're gonna go confront
Yeah,
her.
we need to show you something.
Thank you for the Christmas gift. We love it.
But we're confused.
Why?
Take a look at it.
Cheers, toy one. I gave you the wrong one.
Where's all
She's so surprised.
What, was there anything in this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Was that for her too?
Gift.
No, that is so funny.
Okay, now we got the card that was meant for us. She traded them. For you, son, and your partner. Actually, we don't care about cards.
Cards don't
That's
matter.
she doesn't have to get us a card. Although I think maybe next year she'll probably give us like, to my florist and his husband. Progress. Baby steps. Baby steps.
Oh, I thought this was so cute. Like, when they, at first, I thought that she was gonna be like, I'm not okay with this. I don't like this. No, there's no gays in my house. I don't know. I thought, how old people are? That's what I thought was gonna happen here. But then when they confronted her and then they, her face when she started laughing and she was like, oh my God, that's so funny. And she completely, got the cards mixed up. I thought that was so cute and so wholesome. I'm so glad they took it as a joke and they were joking about it. I don't see any drama here, but I loved it. What do you guys think? All right, so we have this last one. Let's go ahead and watch it. Family Christmas drama.
Hello, I come in peace, humble and contrite. You don't check up on me. I've been quiet for a month. I could have been dead. I'm fighting real wars, right? It's that time of the year. It's Christmas parties. Now the contribution has risen from 500 to 1,000. Why? Because you are somebody now in the family. I'm a nobody. I just do videos. Screw it. This year I'm not going to any New Year party. No Christmas party. You know why? I contribute 500 rand only to get 2 drumsticks and beetroot with potato salads, with green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper with mayonnaise. And even if I contribute 500 rand, they get the meat from a butcher, not a butchery. At least the meat must be tender. Now you are fighting with the meat because it's well done. It's not even well done meat. It's at congratulations. That means you need to fight and get a toothpick afterwards because no flavor, no fall. So this year the economy has been very tough. It's been a very tough year. All I want to do is just get into the duvet and sleep. There is no contribution you are going to get from me. I am tired. But I can't be quiet for a whole month and not say anything. I could be dead. But anyway, I'm just saying.
All right. So, look. All I have to say about this is it doesn't matter if you earn a lot of money or if you earn very little money. Your family should not be judging you or feeling entitled to your money in any way just because you earn more. That's a bit concerning. So maybe for the holidays, let's just stay away from the drama and try to be our nicest selves and try to be like drama free, at least for like Christmas and New Year's, you know? No, be nice, people. But also, yeah, I don't know why family feels entitled to your money. No, girl, no, just be like, you know what? Whatever the rest of the people gave is the same thing I'm going to give. And if you can't handle that, then I'm so sorry. And just spend Christmas by yourself. Is it sad? Yes, it is so sad. But at the same time, why are family members stepping all over you? No. So that's all I have to say. Honestly, family drama is horrible, but Christmas family drama is the worst. So now you know, if there is a will that is going to you and the rest of the people are not happy about it, then just throw them in the trash and just keep what is yours. And if family members are being weird and trying to get your money, then run as fast as you can. So that's gonna be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.